What up, YouTube? Today is day 4 of heavy duty, and it's the legs. So the way this workout's going to be is it's going to be static leg extension, superset into a squat, and then standing calf raises. So what I can do is a warm-up set of the squats before I start the workout, which is what I'm about to do. I put the safeties on here too, so I knew how low to go. I actually wonder if I could go a little bit lower. Let's see how this goes. Ooh. Yep. All right, I think that's a pretty good warm up. First exercise is a static hold, and I'm gonna just max it out on here. So I have no idea how long I'm gonna be able to hold this. We're about to find out, and immediately I got to go into the next one, and I really didn't know what to pick. The rep range on that is like 8 to 15, so I did 2 plates in a 25. We'll see how it feels. It's going to be pretty intense, so mentally I gotta prepare myself. Here we go. All right, we're about to see how long I can hold it. Jeez. Come on. What sucks is this is full plate. Dang. It's like how dark do I want to go mentally? Oh, that squat's gonna suck. Okay. All right, immediately superset into squat. Here we go. Doing this all in one shot, so you know there was no rest between. Oh man, my heart rate's up. Here we go. I don't know if I'm gonna get 8 reps. Ooh, here we go. Oh, my heart's about to explode. Oh, I think I was right on the weight. Oh, oh man. What's crazy is I only need one more exercise, which is the calf raise, and then I'm done. This will definitely be the shortest workout I've ever done. All right, I've given myself plenty of rest. Last time I did standing calf raises, I did this weight and I did 13 reps. I think the rep range is like 15 to 20. So we got to beat 13 reps. That's all I'm focused on. Also, last time I noticed this wasn't up high enough for me to get a good stretch on the bottom. So what I did was I just put some plates underneath so I could get a good stretch. My heart's still up from those squats. All right, here we go. Let's see how this works. All right, we got to beat 13. All right, 15. I'll take it. I probably should have rested more between, but we did it. Only thing I don't like about this is the weight on my spine. I definitely feel it compressing. Whew. So we got calf raise, 15, 3 plates. Whew. Yeah, I'm gonna use the foam roller decompress. Workout complete. It was short, it was brief. Only issue I have with squats as I go heavy is I can feel the compression on my spine. Even though I'm tall, I'm not very big bone, and I can just feel the weight compressing on my spine. So a good solution to that is a foam roller, because you can use it to open back up your spine since it's been pushed down with that weight. So let me get a good angle for you to see how this works. Maybe you'll hear, I already know, my back is going to pop after doing that. Like, it's very compressed. So if I get where you can see, so I usually set it right here, right? And then what I do is I'll push my legs to really open up the spine. Oh yeah, that was it. And then, you know, you can lean back like this, but the whole point is opening back the spine to undo all that compression that you just felt. Whew. So I lucked up on the squat by picking a number within the rep range. I was worried about going too heavy and not being able to get the rep range. Ooh. All right, so I'm gonna jump in the car and end the video with some comments. Woo! Workout complete. So short, it was sweet. I have some updated information that I need to tell you. So I did a video yesterday going in full detail of my progress so far based on how much muscle I've gained doing this workout. I highly recommend you check out that video. But in the video I mentioned I was very tempted to go to the gym and do today's workout yesterday, but my body scan scale was showing that I was still gaining muscle. So I told myself, you know what, if I'm still gaining muscle, I'm gonna wait before I go back. So I did that, checked the scale this morning, and I gained more muscle. So I'm glad we did another rest day. So in the beginning, I was very hesitant on doing these rest days because it felt like, oh, I'm losing, I'm not doing enough. And what I'm finding though with the scale is actually reassuring you that taking the rest is the thing to do, because when I'm taking the rest and I'm in a calorie surplus and I'm seeing that muscle mass number go up, that's exciting to me and reaffirming that, okay, taking these days off is what's needed, right? I need to take the day off to grow. Versus the old me would have just kept going and really been constantly depleting myself and digging that hole of not allowing my body to recover and grow. So this is all super fascinating. Again, I highly recommend check out the video. I'll put it on the end credits. It's the recommended video, which is my HIIT progress report. So we have now completed 4 exercises, and now we start back over and do it again. So when you look it up and you see day 1, day 2, day 4, none of these are in a row. Okay, it's not Monday, Tuesday, no. It's day 1 of the exercise, and then just rest and be tracking your progress and deciding when you need to go back. What's fascinating about this whole way of doing it is you're not constrained by the 7-day week. Instead, you're basing everything on the results you're getting from the resting days. So if I'm still growing, then I just take another day off. Super exciting, because now I'm seeing that I was overtraining and I actually can get better results working out fewer days. But the key is allowing enough days between workouts to grow. So the days of me going to the gym back to back, those are pretty much dead. The only thing I could see changing, which I'm not going to now, I'm not going to do that this month. I'm going to keep everything strict to the workout plan. Only thing I could see changing is over time, if I see I have a imbalance or a certain area that needs to grow a little bit more so I look more aesthetic, I will make changes that way. So for example, if I see, oh, I'm lagging in back, well, maybe I incorporate one of those back exercises in another day, and there's a muscle group that I'm doing great in and don't need to focus on, I take that exercise away. So I can see maybe tweaking the little things, but for right now, I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to stick to Mike Mentzer's ideal routine, which is 4 workouts. 1 is chest and back, then legs, then shoulders and arms, and then the leg workout I did today. And then that's it. You just rinse and repeat. What I do like about it is it's kind of covering everything, and it's basically an upper lower. So you do upper, lower, but he changes what you're hitting on the uppers every other. And with the legs, you know, today was that static hold. Next time I do it, it's going to be the leg extensions to failure. So I'm excited. Also, don't forget, in the description below, I have a link to my website. If you're interested in online coaching, if you need help with meals, workout plans, whatever, go to my website, fill out the form. I'll reach out to you and I'll help you as best as I can. I love y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.